Tilak Vadadia from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. Today we will discuss the subject that is network theory, and in network theory we will discuss the topic that is second order system. See, in earlier session we have discussed about the second order system, how we can solve the example that is related to second order system. Just I would like to give you some overview about the second order system. A second order system, that means a circuit or a system that contains more than one energy storage element. Then that is known as what is a second order system. See here, if you remember, then we have discussed this as a differential equation where A0 d square I by dt square plus A1 di by dt plus A2 into I that equal to 0. Here you just check the power of the differentiation, that is what is a 2. That's why this is known as a second order differential equation. And the solution of the differential equation, that is like this. See here, you have to just compare the coefficient, and this already we have discussed. That is, if A1 square is greater than 4A0 A2, then my solution is I K1 e raised to S1t plus K2 e raised to S2t. And yes, where the S1 and S2 is what? That is the roots of the differential equation. Now the second one is what? Is the A1 square, that is equal to 4A0 A2. And the solution for that is I that equal to K1 e raised to S1t plus K2 into t e raised to S2t, where your value of S1 and S2, that is what is the same. Third is what is the A1 square is less than 4A0 A2, and the solution is this, that is I that equal to e raised to sigma 1t into K1 cos omega 1t plus K2 cos omega 1t. Then third one is what? Where A1 is equal to 0 but A2 is not equal to 0. For that the solution is what? It's a K1 cos omega 1t plus T2 sin omega 1t. Where the value of S1 and S2 is what? It's a plus or minus j into omega 1. So here, like first of all, you have to write the differential equation based on the circuit diagram. And after writing the differential equation, just you need to compare the coefficient of double derivations and single derivation and as it is, that is I. And based on that, see here, there is 4 different cases. And this form of solution that you have to remember. So when you know this condition, okay, my A1 square is greater than 4A0 A2, you just directly write down this solution. In our earlier lecture, see here, we have discussed about the first case, right? In that case, we discussed the series RLC circuit. And there our A1 square is greater than 4A0 A2. Now today we will discuss that is a parallel RLC circuit. Here the question is, for the network of figure, the switch K is open at t equal to 0. Obtain the particular solution for voltage V of t across the circuit elements. Now here the value of R, L and C is given to us. That is R is what? It's a 1 by 8. L is 0.1 Henry. And C is what? Is a 2 Farad. And current I, that is what? Is a 8 ampere. And one thing is given to us, that is assume 0 initial charge across the capacitor and 0 initial current through the inductor. That means here we have to assume 0 initial conditions. See now here, first of all what we will do, we will just write the differential equation. Here we are interested to find out the voltage. So our equation will become I that equal to what? The current. See here, this R, L and C, that is connected in a parallel. So what will happen? See here, the current through this resistor, equation is what? It's a V of t divided by R plus current through the inductor. What is the equation? That is 1 by L integration of V of t into dt. Similarly, the current through capacitor, the equation is what? It's a C dV by dt. So this is what? It's a current, like here we have written the equation for the voltage V of t. Okay. So total current I, that is divided into the three elements. One is R, another is L, and then third one is what? It's a C. Alright. So now, see, this is our equation. Now what we will do? Here we want a double derivation. So we have to derivate this equation with respect to what? It's a V. So here what is 1 by R? Then this will become dV by dt. Plus when you derivate this, what will happen? This will become C d square V by dt square. Because already dV by dt was there. Now again if you derivate this thing, then you will get d square V by dt square plus 1 upon R. Integration and differentiation both are cancelled out. So what you get? Simple, you will get V. And that equal to what? It's a I. I is what? Is a constant. And when you derivate the constant, what you get? Answer is what? It's a 0. So now you just substitute the value of R, L and C. See here, that is already in a question. We have the value of R, that equal to what? Is a 1 by 8. So if we substitute 1 by 8, then here we will get 8, that is dV by dt. If we substitute, see the value of C, that is what? That is 2 Faraday. Just substitute the value of C. So here we will get 2 d square V by dt square. Plus, if we substitute the value of L, that is what? It's a 0.1. So here what we get? 1 upon 0.1. So this will become tan into V, that equal to 0. Now you just divide this equation with the 2. So what you get? First I am just writing double derivation term. D square V by dt square plus 4 dV by dt plus 5 into V, that equal to 0. Now we will just write the coefficient here. The coefficient of A0, that is A0 will become 1. A1, that is the coefficient of the single derivation, that equal to 4. And here A2, that equal to what? It's a 5. Now just we will find out the A1 square. A1 square, that is what? Is a 16. And then 4A0, A2, that equal to what? It's a 20. So definitely 16 is less than 20. Right? Every time what you have to find out? You have to find out the A1 square and then you have to compare that with the 4A0, A2. So here the case is what? That is A1 square, that is less than my 4A0, A2. Now after that you just remember our table. That is this table. See here this table. Here A1 square is less than 4A0, A2. Then what is the solution? That is I, that equal to e raised to sigma 1t k1 cos omega 1t plus k2 sin omega 1t. And S1 and S2 is what? Is a sigma 1 plus or minus j into omega 1. And here see, when you find out the roots of that differential equation, that is definitely the imaginary term. Right? That is the roots is what? Is a complex. In that you have some imaginary term. See here, so directly I am just writing this equation here. Here our solution is become will become, that is I of t, that equal to e raised to minus sigma 1t k1 cos omega 1t plus k2 sin omega 1t. And yes, you can represent this equation like that. That is s square plus 4s plus 5, that equal to 0. Now just we need to find out the roots of this equation. That is s square plus 4s plus 5, that equal to 0. So how we can find out? See, as such, we cannot write like, we cannot directly find out the roots. So what I'll use? I'll use the s1, s2, that equal to minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So here my value of b, that is what? Is a minus 4 plus or minus b square, that is what? Is a 16 minus 4ac, that is what is a 20, divided by what? It's a 2. So this will become minus 4 plus or minus, see, under root of, here what I get, under root of minus 4 upon 2. So I can write down this as a 2j. Why? Because I can substitute minus that equal to what? J square. Because we know I square equal to minus 1. So here we are just writing instead of I, j. So j square equal to what is a minus 1. So divide it by 2. So what I get? Minus 2 plus or minus j. And we know that in that S1 and S2 that equal to what? That is sigma 1 plus or minus j omega 1. So the value of my sigma 1 that become what? Is a minus 2. And the value of omega 1 that will become what? It's a 1. Just substitute this value here. See, instead of sigma 1 I just substitute 2. And instead of omega 1 that is what? Value of omega 1 that is 1. Alright, the coefficient of the j. Now, this is known as a what? It's a general solution. But we are interested to find out what is a particular solution. So what we will do? Here we will find the particular solution using the initial condition. And one thing is given to use, that is 0 capacitor voltage and 0 inductor current. Right? So here I can write down when t equal to 0, my voltage V of t that equal to what? It's a 0. You just substitute this value over here. So what do you get? Instead of V of t, I'm just writing 0. E raised to 2 into 0. Here K1 cos 0 plus K2 sin 0. Right? So 0 e raised to 0 that is what is a 1 and cos 0 that equal to 1 but the sin 0. Right? Value of sin 0 that equal to what is a 0. So the value of K1 that will become 0. So my V of t will become, now I can substitute this K1 in this equation. So e raised to 2t, then here instead of here if I put K1 that equal to 0, so what I get? Only K2 sin t. Alright. This is my equation of V of t. Just derivate this equation. So what we get? That is d V of t by dt that equal to K2 is constant. Derivation of sin t that is what is a cos t. Then here I am just writing minus 2 e raised to minus 2t sin t. Because the derivation of e raised to minus 2t is what? Minus 2 e raised to minus 2t. Now see, I want to find out this dv of t by dt. For that, I required my first equation. That is what? This equation. Remember this thing here. Always we require this equation when we want to find out the value of derivation term. So here you have to use one condition. If you substitute t equal to 0, voltage V equal to 0. See, V equal to 0, that means this term will become 0. This term will become 0. So dv by dt is what? Is I divided by c. And the value of I is what? It's a 8. And the value of c is what? Is a 2. Okay, here I am just writing. We know that dv by dt that equal to what? It's a I by c. And this will get from equation number 1. So it's a 8 by 2. So dv by dt will become what? It's a 4. Alright. So here if you substitute 4, then what I get? 4 that equal to K2. Here if you substitute e raised to 0. E raised to 0 cos 0 minus 2 e raised to 0 sin 0. So the value of sin 0 is what? Is a 0. So cos 0 is what? Is a 1. So the value of K2 that will become what? It's a 4. Simply we have to substitute the value of K2 that equal to 4. V of t will become 4 e raised to minus 2t sin t. So this is what? It's a particular solution for the voltage. So I hope the second order is clear. Thank you.